Cats are fickle. Sometimes it seems like they can't get enough of your affection. They purr, they burrow, they even drool. But other times, not so much. If you've ever been scratched or nipped at by a cat telling you to keep your distance, you know the confusion of, how the heck am I supposed to pet this cat? All cats are different, of course, but there are a few ways to set yourself up for success when it comes time to show your love. We're here to tell you where, exactly, to pet a cat and where you should never pet a cat. Back of the head. Cats have a high concentration of sensitive nerve endings around their head and neck. This region holds scent glands that cats use for marking objects and people as familiar or safe. Petting this area taps into their natural instinct for social bonding and comfort. When petting the back of a cat's head, use slow, gentle strokes with your fingertips or the base of your fingers. Begin by lightly running your hand from the top of their head down to the neck, following the direction of their fur growth. Many cats enjoy a slight pressure applied during these strokes, but ensure it's not too intense. Watch your cat's body language for cues. Signs of enjoyment might include purring, leaning into your hand, closing their eyes, or even presenting their head more for petting. Conversely, if your cat pulls away, flattens their ears, or swats at your hand, they might not be in the mood for head and neck rubs at that moment. Under the chin. The area under a cat's chin is quite sensitive. Much like the back of their head, this spot contains scent glands, and gentle touches here can activate these glands, making it a pleasurable and comforting experience for your cat. When petting under your cat's chin, use your fingertips to lightly scratch or stroke this area. Begin by offering your hand for your cat to sniff, and then, if they seem receptive, gently stroke underneath their chin. Pay attention to their response. If they lean into your hand, purr, or close their eyes, it's likely they're enjoying the attention. Watch your cat's facial expressions and body language closely. Signs of contentment might include relaxed facial muscles, slow blinking, or a slightly tilted head. If your cat seems uncomfortable or pulls away, it's best to stop or try a different spot. Down the back. The back is generally a safe area to pet for most cats. It's an accessible spot where cats often groom themselves, making it more acceptable for human touch. Use slow, gentle strokes along the length of your cat's back, starting from the shoulder blades and moving towards the tail base. Employ a light touch with your fingertips or the palm of your hand. Some cats might prefer shorter strokes, while others enjoy longer ones, so pay attention to their response. The end of the back, near the base of the tail, is often considered a sweet spot for many cats. It's where their back transitions into their tail and is an area that, when petted gently, can be quite pleasurable. However, not all cats appreciate this, so observe your cat's reactions closely. As you approach the base of the tail, be cautious. While some cats adore being petted in this area, others might find it uncomfortable or overly stimulating. The tail is a sensitive part of a cat's body and is often considered their personal space boundary. Cease petting if your cat shows signs of discomfort or agitation. Behind the whiskers. Petting behind a cat's whiskers, particularly on their cheeks, can be an enjoyable and intimate way to interact with your feline companion. However, it's important to approach this area with care and sensitivity. Here's a closer look at this spot and how to handle it. The area behind a cat's whiskers, specifically around their cheeks, contains scent glands. Lightly scratching or petting this area can mimic the grooming action of other cats, which can be soothing and comforting for them. Use your fingertips or the base of your fingers to gently stroke or scratch behind your cat's whiskers. Start by presenting your hand for your cat to sniff, allowing them to initiate contact if they're comfortable. Slowly approach their cheeks with light, delicate touches. Cats generally dislike having their head restrained or cradled. Avoid encircling their head with your hand, as this can be perceived as a threatening gesture. Instead, allow your cat to control the level of contact by approaching your hand willingly. Now, for the parts you should never pet your cat on. Tummy. Cats are instinctively aware of their vulnerable areas, and their bellies fall into this category. Unlike dogs, whose relaxed belly exposure can indicate trust and submission, A cat showing its belly is often a defensive or playful posture, rather than an invitation for petting. When a cat flips over and exposes its belly, it might be communicating a sense of comfort in its surroundings, but not necessarily an invitation for a belly rub. The belly houses vital organs, and cats instinctively protect this region. Their fur around the belly is also thinner and more sensitive than in other areas. Touching or petting this area can make a cat feel exposed, vulnerable, or even ticklish. This can trigger a defensive reaction, such as grabbing or biting, to protect themselves. When a cat exposes its belly during play, it might seem like an invitation for petting. However, in these instances, it's often a playful posture rather than an invitation for belly rubs. Tail. Most cats are sensitive about their tails being touched or petted. The tail is an extension of their spine and holds a considerable amount of nerves, making it a crucial part of their sensory system. Touching their tail, especially in a way they don't appreciate, can cause discomfort or even pain. Cats communicate a range of emotions through their tails. A relaxed and gently swaying tail often indicates contentment or curiosity. However, as you continue petting them, or if they start feeling uncomfortable, the tail might exhibit different movements. When a cat becomes agitated or overstimulated during petting, their tail might start twitching, thrashing, or lashing back and forth. This is a clear sign that they're reaching their limit and might need a break from the interaction. It's crucial to respect the signal and give them space. Pay attention to the nuances of tail movements during petting. A slightly raised or curved tail might indicate interest or engagement, while a puffed up or bristled tail suggests fear or aggression. A tucked tail signals fear or submission. Legs or feet. Cats generally don't appreciate having their legs or feet touched because these areas can make them feel vulnerable. Their legs are essential for mobility and defense, so any sensation of being held or restrained in these areas might trigger a defensive response. Cats are predators by nature and rely on their agility and quick movements. Their legs and feet play a vital role in their hunting and defensive behaviors. Being touched in these areas can disrupt their sense of control or make them feel restrained, leading to discomfort or unease. Cats have preferred spots for petting that tend to offer more comfort and pleasure, such as their head, chin, and back. The legs and feet aren't typically associated with pleasurable sensations for them, so they might not find it enjoyable or relaxing. Understanding where to pet your cat can lead to more enjoyable interactions. Remember, each cat is unique, so pay attention to their signals. And hey, if you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more tips, and drop a comment about your cat's favorite spot.